Good evening, chocolate chip mints. How y'all doing out there? It's your friendly mint speaking. I'm about to drop you today's mint. I'm gonna take a little time off to change direction out here. Switch things up, you feel me? We don't just cover the financial out here at Chocolate Chip Mints. We also look into the spiritual, psychological, and the physical upliftment of the black man and the black woman. So, in that regards, how can I not talk about this? You feel me? And by this, I mean Mr. Jacob Blake. Tragic, but it's always been tragic. You understand? It's always been tragic. It's always been tragic. What I want to do is take some time to point out a couple of things that weighed heavy on me when I saw the video that we as black men need to stop and reconfigure and reestablish and re-understand. Never, ever turn your back on the enemy. You understand me? Never turn your back on the enemy. Never give the enemy your back. Unfortunately, where we live in, this society we live in right now, the police are there. Unfortunately. You feel me? I wish it were some other way, but to be honest with you, I personally never thought the police were ever established, were ever orchestrated, were ever put together, were ever said, we are the police, we are here to help or protect or serve the black man and woman. They've never been there for that. They've always been to police and serve and protect white men and women. So, I don't have expectations from the police, to be honest with you. So, in a lot of ways, they're just the enemy. In a lot of ways, to a lot of black people, they're just the enemy. So, never turn your back on the enemy. Let me explain why. Because the enemy, when the enemy is not in God, when the enemy is a student of the devil, he will use that opportunity to take your life. Point blank period. He will use that opportunity to take from you, including your life. When you move in God, and this is critical, when you begin to move in God, it's going to be a lot less talking and a lot more acting. You understand? I'm doing a lot of talking right now, but if you notice me, I don't really talk too much. You feel me? I don't really talk too much. I'm talking, when I do talk, it's to uplift, it's to move, it's to bring the action. You feel me? But I mostly put my feet to work. I mostly put my hands to work, beat this concrete for God. When you move in God, you begin to see the devil for what it truly is. You begin to see demons for who they truly are. And you begin to move accordingly. You begin to navigate the alleyways accordingly. Because in order to live this world, you're going to have to deal with the devil. There is no being of this flesh of this world and not dealing with sin. So when you're in God, you learn how to deal with sin. You learn how to spot the devil, how to spot a demon, how to move accordingly. He should have saw the demon in that policeman. I saw the demon in that policeman. I couldn't even see him. I saw the fear of a man grabbing his shirt. Fear is one of the key traits of the devil. You understand? The devil gives you fear because he doesn't give you any true substance or support. We as black men suffer from the most deadliest sin, which is pride. Pride is our number one sin, our number one killer, more so than diabetes and cholesterol. In fact, probably leads to diabetes and cholesterol. But we got to get over that. We got to find God, and when you find God, you establish God within you. He makes a man of you. You understand me? He makes a man of you. you no longer need to prove your manliness to anybody else, and that's critical because we as black men feel we have to constantly prove our manliness to our family and our loved ones and the people around us, and that's not the case. Once you've established yourself as a man in God, you are a man. Can't nobody take that away from you. Can't nobody shake you, bring fear upon you. But you don't have to act out. You don't have to. You can take the lesser route and still be a man in people's eyes because they know the God in you and they know the reason you move the way you move is because of God. When people don't know the reason you move the way you move, they start to believe in you. They start to put a lot of emphasis on what you're doing. And what you're going to do is slip up. You're going to falter. You're going to fumble. You're going to stumble. You're going to backslide. And they're going to hold you accountable and chastise you and put you in the predicament where you feel you have to show up. You have to prove something. When you move in God and everybody knows you move in God, they fall back. You feel me? Oh, he stumbled, but I know he gonna get back. He God body. You feel me? I know he gonna bounce back. That's God body right there. I don't have to worry about a man in God. I don't have to question a man in God. Society can question me all they want, but I know where I'm at. So when I'm put in a position in front of my family where it's my life or pride, I'm gonna choose life. You feel me? I'm gonna choose to live, and I'm gonna take the lesser route. And anybody who views me as a lesser man, they probably don't have God themselves. You understand me? And that's key. That's critical, because when you find God, you maneuver to avoid the devil. You position yourself around God-like people. This man went to break up a fight. Ratchet wanted that, I'm sure. Was it worth it? Dude, how did the people who started the fight feel knowing that that's why he came and that's why he got in the position he is in? And I'm sorry about it, but chocolate chip men's wake up, baby. It's not about winning. You feel me? I'm not playing this game to get a bunch of money and win. There is no winning. There's only living and dying. I'm playing this game to go to heaven when I die. You feel me? Because that's guaranteed. I know I'm gonna die. Hell, you might try to kill me. I gotta be in God. What will you do? You feel me? What choice will you make? Who will you choose to follow? Who will make you a man or a woman? Who do you have to prove yourself to in the end of the day? Ask yourself that question and move accordingly. Thank you, Chocolate Chip Minutes. Thank you.